Welcome to the Uncultured Roots podcast. It's your boy 17.
It's your man H.M. Hersham Bawu. What up? What up?
And it's your boy G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
And this is our second time doing this.
No, this is
Yeah.
First time today announcement.
we had a flawless startup.
Flawed.
Mind,
Very flawed.
don't worry about that. Mind y'all.
Right,
Mind your business, huh? Okay. Yeah. We got a special guest with us back again today. A young brother that's been on the show before and is back again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Flowers.
You know, the illustrious vagabond has returned.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. You know, life is beautiful as always. Can't
Definitely.
complain about anything.
Gotta speak up, man.
I'm sorry. Am I not speaking loud enough?
There you go.
Turn
There
the
you
volume up just a tad bit.
My fault.
Oh,
But no, everything is beautiful though. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Well,
Last episode was a motherfucking
yeah.
episode.
Yeah. We
I had to acknowledge that.
If I have to say so myself, as somebody who watched it, it was the most beautiful episode I've ever seen.
Appreciate it.
what was beautiful
Man,
about it, young sir?
The fact that y'all had the ladies in your lives here
Yeah.
in the space, because you know how women don't get along like that, but how everybody like was just in that vibe.
Yeah.
Where y'all could be yourselves and y'all didn't have to change anything.
Right.
Or try to monitor the situation. Just to have the people that you love in the same room connecting and vibing, it ain't shit like that.
Yeah.
It was a very beautiful episode.
Definitely good energy.
That's a very intense and wonderful breakdown there, young brother.
I'm eating it up. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I got to get a shout out because I didn't do it last week because, we had all that going on. Man, I got to give a shout out to my little cousin. He just got drafted on going to the Golden State Warriors.
Congratulations.
Oh, shout out. Big shout out.
That's what's up.
Ryan Rollins, man. Shout out to my little cousin. Congratulations to him.
Going to Golden State. That's what's up.
Congrats, man.
Going right to a championship team.
That's what's up. That's good news. I'm in the family too.
Oh, they was telling me that he's supposed to go to Atlanta, but Golden State wanted him bad, so they paid $2 million and
that's
gave
what's
up a
up.
draft pick to get him over there.
That's what's
Ooh.
up.
Oh, they believe in him then.
That's a
Ooh.
good place to be. Yeah.
Hell
Definitely-
yeah. And that's
definitely a good place to be.
I hate Golden State, me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
But-
I'm not either.
But they player development is on fucking point.
They doing something right.
They doing something right, man.
My man was saying that was the most craziest workout he had ever had. He went to different places to work out. He said over there was the best
That
one.
was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
So shout out to him, man. Congratulations.
Definitely.
I'm so
Congrats.
happy about that.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah. Congratulations, man.
Looked at that applause button again, and then you realize you already pressed it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, I can read the room.
Stop watching me, nigga.
We had Bunny on the shout out to Bunny, the homie Cordario's girl. She was telling y'all about the bees. I got 2 of them on right now.
Yeah.
Go and check her out. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all bee game up. Y'all might
Yeah.
want to do a 5-6er if you feeling like that.
Yeah,
I already placed my order. I'm waiting for it to be made, and then I will be weighing it on the show.
Yeah,
Somebody
I'm-
send me the
I'm
link
next
so
in
I can
line.
order something.
We'll discuss
Yeah,
this off the show.
Yeah,
for
see, we
sure.
can put a link in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, I ain't want to butcher the link because I can't.
Yeah,
really
that's
write.
that's the whole thing, because that's why I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah,
Sorry, sis.
but yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Listen to the last episode.
Yeah,
Y'all want to get us some more plays anyway, so
Episode 51, she provided her contact information and where you could find her and purchase her jewelry. So definitely check that out.
absolutely. All right, y'all brothers ready to get this
Y'all
train
wanna go
wreck
to-
started?
Y'all want to go to McDonald's?
hell no. I guess that'd be a good. That's a good out for me.
That's a hell of a segue, fucker.
I don't want to go to McDonald's if I got to share my food.
Only one person gonna eat though.
All right, man, let's get into that, man. Everybody saw the video. Everybody been talking about it on the internet all week. And,
I know at this point, y'all tired of that shit.
I know, right? By the time y'all hear this episode, y'all be like, y'all talking about that old shit.
Hey, man,
like,
y'all gonna beat a dead horse dead?
Yeah, apparently. So,
Mine as well.
I mean,
Mine
you know,
as well.
we like, we like John Oliver. It was like last week tonight over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the week, you know what I'm saying? So, that's kind of what we do. So, I'm gonna start off with y'all brothers, man. How anyone? It doesn't matter what order y'all go in.
Let's give for context for people who probably live under a rock. What happened?
So there's a young lady on the internet. She was videotaping her baby daddy, who was bringing her son, some food, who was one of her 4 kids, right? Mm-hmm. So she was upset that he only bought food for his son and not the her other children. And she kind of cussed him out and, took the food and threw it on the ground and all kind of shit.
She had to do all that. Though.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that, brother?
See, I don't know the full situation.
Don't cop out, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
I can hear it now. I can hear it brewing right now. Niggas ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? If I could afford to give all the kids some food, you know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of person I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody eating in front of somebody else if they hungry.
Well, apparently, from what they said, did he try to get the boy to the car so he didn't have to eat in front of them?
Yeah. He tried.
I got a question. So was they together? They was together?
They wasn't together.
They wasn't together?
Nah.
So how did you know that all the other kids was there?
I don't know.
Because she said it. The thing that's crazy about the situation is that I understand what she was saying, but the way she went about it was
No, that's absolutely
She
wrong.
went way too far.
I'm asking these questions to get a real understanding and view on what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if he bought it and he didn't know the kids was there, that's one thing.
that's a different story.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he bought it. He knew the kids was there.
Yeah.
The thing is, he just didn't care because they really.
They're not his kids.
Yeah.
So he kind of felt like, then what other daddies at?
But the fucked up part about it is because before she had his baby, he was buying foods for her 3 kids already.
Oh, so he said, "Oh, you ain't giving me none no more. So it don't matter."
So now that they not in a relationship, he like, fuck your kids. I'm just gonna buy food for
her point of view, I understand, but the way she went about it was so incorrect. She could have got so much further just being like, "Hey, yo, could you look out for me this time?" And then, if anything come up, I got you.
Yeah.
Now, she was wrong throwing this shit on the ground.
Dead ass.
But he's not obligated
He isn't.
to buy food for her kids. They not his kids. He taking care of his kids. I'm not in a relationship with you. I'm not living with you. So I have no obligation to buy food for your kids. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't wrong, but
And what was what was the phone call like? Was it like, all the kids hungry? Can you bring all the kids some food and I reimburse you for some of the other kids, or not even reimbursement, or however y'all could figure how y'all gonna do that shit.
And then she was saying like he's bringing food every day. So you bringing food every day for 4 kids? That's a lot of money.
That is expensive.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's expensive feeding your own self.
You're right.
Hey, for real.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I know where it is.
Don't be quiet, nigga. Jump in this ring of fire.
Right. Go ahead.
Come on, because old girl was bold as shit.
But man, listen. I'm in agreement. He ain't obligated to do shit. Y'all together, y'all fucking. Of course he gonna take care of your kids. Y'all not together. Once the pussy stop, everything else stop. Okay? The one thing look, I'm just gonna tell the real, okay? I'm not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat it for none of you motherfuckers out there, okay? When he stopped getting the vagina, all the props and privileges stopped too. He got his own kid to take care of.
And that's what he gonna focus on.
And that's what he focusing on.
Right.
And as far as I'm concerned, he a stand-up dude for at least taking care of his own child. Everybody want to throw in all this other shit. Y'all want to throw in extras on, oh, well, what about this? Well, he tried to do the right thing and tell the kid to come outside and eat the food with him. Here's my thing. Before you go on yours, she interrupted quality bonding time with that child and his dad. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because he called the kid out to the car to come and eat with him. That's bonding time as a father. Asking your child, how was your day? How was school? How is everything going on? That's quality bonding time that you fucked up because of your pettiness and your selfishness. Now, you ruined that. Okay? It doesn't matter if he didn't feed them other kids. They not his responsibility. We talked about that. But the main thing I focused on is you ruined the bonding time between a father and a son because of your jealousy and your pettiness.
They overlooked the fact that some dudes, when you break up, they say, fuck all them kids and mine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bring none of them food. So
exactly.
She ain't even give them that. You know what I'm saying?
Message. Oh, my God. That's a point right there. A lot of dudes do that.
Yeah.
They be like, yo, fuck all this shit.
Men do shit out of emotion too. Let's not act like we don't. We do. We get just not as emotional as women, but we are human beings. We have emotions, and we do get emotional. And yes, we do make
unrational decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. We make decisions that we're not proud of in those terrible moments. And the stand-up brothers who can take accountability and responsibility for their actions, they own up to it and said, okay, I fucked up. I made a fucked up decision, but the brother in this situation that we talking about has no reason to do that. He did not.
What I don't understand is why is this shit being recorded and put on the internet?
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I could tell you that easily. Because she wants to prove that no matter what, she trying to ruin every opportunity he might have with another woman. Mm-hmm. It ain't just that she trying to expose him. She want to ruin the opportunity. See what I'm dealing with? You see the type of man he is?
It's still stupid.
No, it's hella stupid.
It's still stupid because she was acting a plumb fool. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? On the internet in front of everybody. Now you got everybody all in y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Right. It didn't have to be like that. Well, everybody didn't need to be in y'all business like that. You just put the whole internet in your business. And then, if she doing that to try to stop somebody from fucking with him, if a female want to fuck with him, she gonna fuck with him.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some female that's gonna fuck with him because they even gonna say, "Hey, I like this nigga. I don't give a fuck what she say," or she gonna be like, "Hey, two sides to every story."
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be no stopping him from talking to anybody else because you put that shit on the internet.
That's all. She just wanted an audience to let. She just wanted the audience to let the world know. See, because the wording and everything she was saying was so off, and it was so awful. She was. See, this the kind of man he is. No, it's the man that take care of his kids.
Right.
Well,
his kid.
His kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
This
man take care of his kid.
Yeah.
With this, this type of man he is with this type of man nigga you laid up with.
Right.
Yeah.
You laid up with that nigga.
Right.
I mean, you talking bad about him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation because now we got to talk about women being accountable for their choices, and none of them want to be accountable for none of their choices.
We were never gonna have this conversation.
Well, I want to say none of them. We
were not gonna do that. Nobody was getting laid for the rest of the month.
I mean, I'm just saying because it's the truth. It's just the truth.
No, it's true. I mean, but okay. We are very aware that
human
we
beings
don't have a
problem.
female on the show this week. Granted, but
human beings have a problem
with accountability.
With accountability.
Yeah.
They have to. Yes, I mean,
that's why I try to. I look at it like that. Because this is where the people be having a thing where they want to put men and women against each other by saying only women do that and only men do that. No, a lot of this shit is human behavior.
Yeah, but I mean, you do have to call out when women aren't being accountable, just like we have to do it with men.
Yeah, you call it out, but we can't make it like this side is the only one who's doing it. Everybody do that shit.
I'm perfect in agreement with that because I know some brothers that ain't taking accountability for their shit.
Because in this situation, you could put two people if you want to point out him, you can point out her about how she acting. You acting like that, and I don't want to bring nobody shit.
Right.
And she don't understand you making yourself look bad for whatever future you might be.
I want to bring my kid shit because I'm absolutely gonna have to do that shit. That's just hands down. Ain't no getting around that shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, you gonna fucking around doing this type of shit, and we still got a co-parent.
Right.
So I'm thinking, like, what is her rationale? Like, do you expect him to bring all of your kids food for all of their childhood? Like, what if y'all not together? Like, what's your rationale? Why does he need to bring your child food, your other children food?
Because some other niggas probably like, I ain't your sucker. I ain't taking care of no other kid that ain't mine.
I guarantee that's the thought process.
Yeah.
So,
and she mad.
I think it's good on good. I think she look at it as is on good faith and good behavior to do so. You know, I mean, I would, as if it was me, if I was one of the other fathers and the father bought his kids, including mine, some shit, I'd be like, oh, you know what? Appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
I'm going to return the favor.
I'm gonna return the favor.
To your
Absolutely.
child.
Absolutely.
You know, and that'd be a good thing if all the fathers could come together and be like, yo, you know, and have a real, I want to say y'all niggas ain't got to be best friends, but be real cordial with each other in terms of dealing with a baby mama.
Well, see, if that type of powwow took place, if I was in a situation where I got a woman pregnant and she got 3 baby daddies and I'm number 3, and we all had a powwow and talked and just chopped it up, you know, like you say, not become best friends, but chopped it up. Like, hey, man, I wouldn't mind it at that point.
Yeah.
But even then, we would all understand, hey, if I do for mine, I try to do for yours, but it ain't going to be an everyday thing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if dudes do that, especially dealing with a baby mama that ain't shit, like, y'all can knock a lot of shit out.
Yeah, easily.
Because you had 2 or 3 people together that's saying the same thing when they go, she tripping. And we trying to, and you got a support system.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like,
That's what I was going to say. Because if you get on the same accord with the other fathers, and you be like, yo, she tripping.
yeah.
Let us work together so we can handle this situation. Because evidently she talking about, I don't get my food stamps to the 11th. Bitch, where the fuck is the rest of your money?
Yeah, I mean, even if she is doing what she supposed to do, and she just lacking it, just being being able to come together and say, okay, this is what we can do, and huddling up and making a play about it.
Yeah, to be fair, because sometimes shit happens, and her saying if she don't get her food stamps by a certain time. I mean, sometimes shit does happen in terms of something might come up, and she taking care of all them kids. I get that. I'm not trying to defend her, but I do got to give her some kind of leeway because people go through shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say, because we don't know the whole story, we don't know her situation, we don't know her life. That's not to say she's irresponsible with money. Right. That's not to say that she.
That's why I asked. That's why I was asking those questions, because the way I was thinking was, maybe if she communicated. I don't know if she did, but if she communicated to him and said, I'm kind of short.
Right.
Bring all of them.
Right. Yeah, she said, we hungry, we ain't got no food, you know what I'm saying? Could you help? And then he just brought him a meal. That's different.
That's a different story.
No, because she made a response video. That's the thing that changed my whole perception.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She had on
I didn't see the response.
She had on wig. She had on the whole wig. She had on full blown makeup, and she had on lashes, and her nails was done. Don't tell me you need money, bitch. You made the wrong decision. Don't tell me your kids ain't eating. You made the wrong decision. Your priorities ain't right. She let me know everything about her in that video. It ain't no saving that.
I retract my statement.
Ain't no saving that. It ain't. And you know what? And I don't want to beat up on her, but she need to understand that the decision she's making in her life is affecting financially, which is affecting her kids and what they need to do. I know you want to be pretty. I understand, but you have to be practical in your movements. That's all.
Pretty and practical, my dear.
What I'm saying, man, I'm not aiming this directly at her. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some females out there that's like that. That's, they throwing a shit away. They rather be looking pretty than making sure that the kids are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I know that's out there.
Yeah.
But man, like I said, man, if the fathers could get together and put that past shit aside about who was fucking who back in the day, and if it's something that y'all can get over or something that y'all can salvage, you know what I mean, where y'all ain't gotta have that be at odds when y'all see each other. Man, if y'all could come together and be on some straight shit and making sure that y'all could collaborate with making sure y'all kids are straight.
It'd be real easy for me, especially if I'm number 3. I'd be like, fuck, I done fell into the same black hole trap that y'all niggas have fell in. Now we all in this bitch.
Y'all got something in common. Y'all got something in common.
Fuck. Why you niggas ain't warring nobody, bro? It's like, we ain't finna warn nobody, nigga. You fucked up too, nigga.
That's the thing that...
I mean, shit, you supposed to look at what's going on.
That's
when
true.
you get close to her and you
That's
see
true.
what's going on, okay, I better not take the condom off.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
if I'm in that situation I'm dealing with a single or mother with children, I actually want to talk to the dad one-on-one more so, because I need to let him know what type of man I am and what type of situation is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, okay, I don't give a fuck what you talking about him. These are still his kids, no matter how many it is. I want to talk to the men. You know what I'm saying? So we can get an understanding.
Yeah, I mean, sure, a female with kids automatically should be like, yo, you got to meet their father.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Like I was watching The Shot, right? The new season.
Okay.
And the girl the old girl Tip that was going with Jacob Lattimore character.
Yeah.
So she moves in with like Ian Shumpert. How you pronounce
Iman
it?
Shumpert?
Yeah, she moves in with his character, right?
Yeah.
And she ain't tell him that she just was like, I'm moving my son, I'm moving with him, and I'm taking my son with him. And I felt funny about that. I was like, this nigga don't know this nigga. How you gonna bring your son and move your son over here? You could at least let your son stay with him, stay with the daddy. Mm-hmm. If you having trouble with finding somewhere to stay, and your last resort is I'm gonna stay with this nigga,
dude. Yeah.
Why can't you just let your son stay where the father is? Because the father got the stable home.
Right.
So let him stay with the father. Not to say you can't pick your son up and he gonna be over here with you and him.
Hey, look, I know exactly what
back.
that's about. I know what it's about, and they won't admit it, and they blame it on us all the time. It's power. It's power trip.
Yeah, it's power.
It's power trip.
They don't always do what's best for the child.
They do what's best for them.
Best for their
They do what's
situation.
best for their pride and their ego.
Yeah.
And so we're going to get a lot of hate for this episode. Like, how do y'all just have ladies on and then start bashing them in the next episode?
Hold on. I bet some of them ladies will agree with what I'm saying.
Agree. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the irrational ones going to talk shit.
I don't give a fuck with that because y'all not dealing with logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you hear this shit and you get
Offended,
get an emotion and get triggered by this, you the problem.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You need to go and fix some shit because people just really want to go off logic and do the right shit. You doing shit out of spite.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
I agree with you, Cuzzo, that, and I don't even like talking about these hypotheticals because, where I stand on it. I ain't dating no woman with kids. Y'all can hate me all you want. But
hey, man, that's your choice. Man.
Yeah, that's my choice. But if I ever did wind up in that situation where I'm, talking to a woman that had a child or two, and it's like, obviously if she was a smart woman, she wouldn't introduce me to her children until quite some time.
Yeah, that's
like not right away.
That's
like,
how you know you got
that's
dealing
the
with
point.
a quality person.
When
you know what I'm saying?
Because if you're trying to show me your kids off top, I can't fuck with you because you showing me right now that you don't know boundaries.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't understand that.
That's very good. That's very good that you said that.
Yeah. There's a time, and if me and you been I won't say fucking around, but if we've been dating and getting connected with each other spiritually and whatever, and what have we, 6, 7, 8 months go by, and you want to introduce me to your kids at that point, and I'm fine with it. But before you do, have that conversation with me. Don't spring it up on me.
Yeah.
Don't say, oh, here's my kids. Talk to me. Say, okay, I think I feel good enough right now to let my kids meet you. And I'm like, okay. And my first question would be, how's the father?
Right. And
Because I need to know, because I respect what you said, because it's like, me and him got to have a conversation at some point. If we going to do this for real, right. I know he don't want me putting my hands on his kids. And trust me, I don't want to put my hands on your kids. Right. So as long as he's an involved father, if you involved in your kid's life, hey, bro, anytime they fucking up, hey, give me your number. Hey, man, such and such did this and that today. I'm just filling you in, letting you know, brother, because these your kids. You know what I'm saying? And if it ever got to a point where me and him developed a bond, where he was like, you know what, you a stand-up brother, you know, you kind of give me, kind of not passing the torch, but allowing me to maybe chastise your children a little bit. Yeah. Maybe not necessarily hitting them, but like, hey, man, what is you doing? You know, you got to listen to your mama. Because that's my whole thing. I'm real big on that. And I'm like that with my own children to this day. Listen to your fucking mother, okay? You know how you scared of me? You should be scared of her the same way. Because when you fuck up with her, I'm going to get involved. So it's basically like you fucking me over. It's the same way. Yeah. So that's how I would be with a woman with somebody else's kids. Like, listen to your mom, man. What is you doing? If you fucking up in school, you know, your mama trying to get you on the right track. I'm trying to help her get you on the right track. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna call your pops, and you know what he gonna do to you. So what you doing, man? Right. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's a certain way you handle it. But also, and here's the downside. Well, not necessarily a downside, but a potential downside. Two men have to be on the same accord. Absolutely. So if we talking as men, me personally, because I know how I am, I already know where you coming from. It'd be the same way if me and my wife separated and she meet another dude. I don't care who you fucking with. Bruh, me and you be fine as long as you don't put your hands on my kids. It's that simple.
I say, see, this is why
hands and you know.
Don't put your hands on my kids.
Don't talk to
don't
them.
look at my daughter. Don't touch my daughter.
Before I say the next thing, okay, so putting hands mean what? Not whooping them?
Right. Don't touch them. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because what I mentioned before. If you are an involved father. If you are involved, I ain't talking about the deadbeat niggas. Because if the deadbeat nigga trying to say, don't put your hands on my kids, but you ain't doing shit for your kid, you ain't seeing your kid, you don't have shit to do with this kid, then your word doesn't matter to me.
So you can't keep, okay, so when it comes to that, because you know when if they get together, if the mom and this new dude get together and they decide to be one for sure, you know that's his house, right?
I understand that's his house.
So how is he gonna go about doing discipline?
You still don't get the right to put your hands on my child. I don't give a fuck what your mama tell you.
If I can chime in on this, because I've been in this situation, that nigga beat my ass anyway.
I'm not saying beating. No, I'm not saying beating. Like, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's beating. It's a whole nother thing.
I don't mean beat. I mean like he whooped me let me say that because he did not beat me. He whooped me anyway.
Oh, I meant beat.
No, I don't know. I don't mean beat because that's a weird line to tread right there because you know if he's gonna be around this new dude and this new dude is a man in the house, even if he's a real stand-up good dude. It's possible that kid not gonna have that much respect for this man. And that's regardless of what the mama gonna say. The mama really, the mama is gonna make it to where you can't say nothing to my son. You can't do, and that's gonna make it worse. Now he has no respect. And this is why I say to men that's coming into a situation like this, if you come in a situation like this, after you done been with this woman, matter of fact, I gotta commend you saying what you were saying, because that speaks volume about a woman when she say, you know, well, I'm gonna wait a little bit till you meet my kid. That speaks volumes. I had to say that part. Now, let's say she does that, then she feel comfortable bringing them around, right? For dudes who date, this is why some of them don't be want to date women with kids. When the guy that's dating women with kids, this is why when you come in a situation, you got to see how this shit is flowing.
Yeah.
If you come in there and you done been with her long enough to where she let you meet her kid, and y'all can't get that part down, that what we gonna do if the kid acting up, you need to take note of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be in a situation where you ain't gonna be no disrespect, and you put in a bad situation between this kid, her, and possibly the baby father.
Yeah, that sounds like a
see,
situation you
but
want to
that
run from.
and Fly brought up a very good point, but that would also fall in line with the conversation that me and the brother would have to have, because
that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought that up, because I'm not saying just go ahead and whoop them without having a conversation. No. You should have a conversation, but that's why I brought that up, that if the fathers could come together and put aside bullshit, or even a person who he don't have kids, but he's dating a woman with the kids, if all the men could get together in that situation, it can make shit run so fucking smooth.
And you know what I would also do? You know what I would also do in that situation? And I'm speaking on behalf of the perspective of me being the father to my children. And if my wife moved on, whatever and whatnot, and got with another dude, my whole thing, what I would do in that situation, me and him would have a powwow, right? Like I said. But we would also have a second one. We would have another powwow where it's just me, him, and the kids. Because I would also let the children know, look, he ain't your dad. I'm your father, okay? I'm your dad. You gonna see him every day because y'all live with your mom, and you gonna be seeing him. The difference being, you gotta still respect this man.
Still gotta show respect.
And here's the thing: he's not your dad. He's not your dad. We got that. You still gonna have resentment for him. I get that, and I'm not telling you. And I said in front of him, I'm not saying that you gotta like this man. I'm not saying you gotta like him. All I'm saying is, don't disrespect him, okay? Because I don't want him having any excuse or reason to try to put his hands on you.
Right, yeah.
Because the thing is,
and that's
if you do that,
that's with somebody that's questionable. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
The most that's questionable. But let's say it's a good situation, not no questionable one, where this dude actually is coming in trying to be a good father figure.
The same rules still apply. The reason that, and I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna. The same rules still apply, because it's just a simple fact of in my situation, I can't speak to no other. I'm only speaking for my situation. Yeah. I've been there since day one. I watched all them kids be born. Right. I changed all their diapers. Me and my wife put in all the hard work. You're not finna just come in and swoop in, and just because you finna be with her, you're not finna erase all the time that I had with my. I'm not saying erasing anything. I'm not saying
the kid is not erasing anything, because the kid is gonna see that of course they gonna know you the father because they know you first.
I got that.
But if there is dudes out here who do the right thing, and the kids is gonna also see them as a father figure.
I understand that. Yeah. And however they view you, fine, as long as it's in a respectful manner. But the same rules still apply with me, as far as I don't care if you stand up dude or not. You still not going to put your hands on my kids, because me and you need to have this conversation. Yeah. If they fucking up, here's my number. Hit me up, text me, call me, let me know. And I'm coming, and we going to come handle this. Even you can be present.
Good dudes. I got a point. See, I'm trying to point y'all out, because see, the whole narrative is that these dudes don't exist.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. See, if I not said anything, y'all said what y'all saying, it'd be like, oh, that narrative only that we've been hearing that whole time is this.
Yeah.
There is dudes who step in, and the kid is in a better place because they look at, I've even seen kids who grown up like, I got two fathers.
Right.
And there's no problem with neither one of the fathers having a kid saying that they proud of what, they came together, they did, they man shit and put shit aside and took care of and became a real village.
Yeah. And that's rather I'm saying that than,
and children need villages.
He was a fucked up, stepdad or whatever.
And that's the whole thing. If that happened to me one day, and my children say they got two fathers, that's fine.
That's cool.
Just as long as you don't forget me. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. And You can call it being selfish. You can call it what you want. But I just still feel that way because of I know the amount of work I put in.
I don't think a good one gonna do that.
No, not a good one. I'm triggered by this latter half of this conversation because I get treated like a stepfather with my own daughter. So this last part of this shit is really triggering for me. That's why I've been very quiet.
Put that out there.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, being raw and real, man. Yeah. I mean,
no, I understand, but it's just me and him we have these personal conversations. I know a lot more than what he's saying, and I'm just trying to make sure he don't go too far.
No, I ain't gonna say her name.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say her name.
Man, podcasting is therapeutic.
Yeah. I
definitely.
got you.
So I've been there day one. My daughter's 6. She treat me like the nigga who can't say nothing, do nothing. I can't chastise my own fucking child. So
that's the mama.
Yeah, man. The fucking turmoil I went through. I swear to God, I swear to God, she done had a baby by somebody else, and I'm just jumping in on it.
Well, you know what? She's shooting herself in the foot doing that. Because if she not allowing you to be a full engaged father, it's gonna show on the kid, and it's gonna blow back on her. And then when the kids start realizing what really happened, she gonna have resentment for her mama.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier about women that don't do stuff in the best interest of the kid because of how they feel about how the relationship went.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, it's men that do that shit too, but yeah.
Niggas getting their feelings too. Trust me, a nigga can be real spiteful.
Yeah, like the ones that's deadbeats because they, can't,
a lot of them. That's why they
still hit
deadbeats.
their baby mama or something.
That's why the
you
term,
ain't gonna let me hit no more.
That's why the term "fuck them kids" is so popular.
Wait. Actually, it was a Michael Jordan meme, but
I'm saying people took it and just made it their own, right? They just turned it and fit it to whatever situation that applies.
Whoever came up with that, they probably internet champ.
I think they said Bernie Mac came up with that.
Oh, did he?
I saw somebody say that.
Fuck them kids.
R.I.P. Bernie, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to get real quiet on that part because y'all started touching on my life for a minute. So I'm like, oh, my Jesus.
Fly, he did the right thing by presenting the situation the way he did because these conversations do need to be had and people do need to see that there are other perspectives out there. It just so happened that, you agree with me on this because it's like, it's
no need for you to hit,
Exactly.
And that's why, for me personally, that's a kind of it's a touchy. To me, that it's touchy.
Yeah.
It ain't like I'm just like, hell yeah, you can whoop them. No, it's touchy for me too.
Yeah.
It's just I understand that there is good dudes that come in and be fuck stepfather. They be like an extra whole fucking father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen this, and I've seen the kids who was in these situations happy as fuck.
Yeah.
Because they not dealing with parents bickering.
Yeah.
And dealing with how do I fit in my mother's life, and do I have to fight to get attention with my stepfather or whatever father figure this is?
Yeah.
They happy as fuck because they got that village that we always be talking about.
Yeah.
And I had to put that out there because when we have conversations about this, all we talk about is, oh, you better not hit my kid. Because you might not be a nigga that I don't like, and I gotta force my kids to respect this dude and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's real good dudes out here that they come in, they see they place, they see what they gotta do, they do what you say. Yo, let me go and meet the father. If the mama ain't doing it first, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And they really do what they supposed to do, even if they got their own kids or not.
Yeah. I think for my situation, though, but my son being 14 and my height and working out and lifting weights and all this shit, I ain't really too much worried about no other nigga coming in trying to hit him because knowing him, he gonna hit his ass back. So, which I don't condone,
Right.
but I'm just saying, you never know how kids react to situations. Parents divorce and they lash out. And that's one of those situations where I understand where kids start lashing out. Like, who the fuck is you? You some new nigga. You ain't finna tell me shit. Especially if you already a teenager. You're going through the hormonal process.
Look, I know about that.
Did you know what I'm saying? So it's so much things going through a
it.
teenager mind, and then you come in and think, nigga, you ain't been here. You was a new nigga. I'm not finna listen to you. They already in the rebellion stage, and you don't have a chance. Shit, a teenager in the rebellion stage is already giving his biological parents hell.
So
you coming out of here and nowhere, you ain't got shit coming, nigga.
And that's why you're a new dude. If you're a new dude stepping in, and you
gotta be careful,
and you meet and starting to meet them for the first time, this is things that you gotta look at. Do you want to deal with
consider
this? Do you want to deal with this?
I'm gonna tell you real talk. If I step into a situation like that with a lady with a kid, and the kid got one time to tell me, "Oh, you not my daddy." Okay, I know I'm not. I'm not gonna try anymore. Got one time to say something.
For me, just stepping in a situation and the parents don't got the handle on it. I already know this a no go.
right.
See, I got pick up. I got any situation I get in, I gotta scope that shit out. And peep it out.
already made the analysis.
You already peeped the scene. Like,
You got to. You better look at these fucking flags.
You're a lovely lady,
Hey,
but
man,
I got to pass, baby.
Hey man, if you don't look in that flag, it's gonna turn into a music park. You're gonna see 6 of them bitches. All right, so you better go ahead and peep the first 2. Or if you lucky just to see the first
6
one.
red flags on your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Well, we gon' you got anything else to touch on, Cuzzo, with this topic? Yeah, we gonna shift gears because I ain't think this was gonna last.
That was a good link, though.
It was a good topic.
That shit went all around the globe with that one.
It's a good one and it was a lengthy one.
Yeah,
Like I said,
definitely
that
worth
part that y'all started talking about, I got triggered. I got really, really triggered.
Oh well,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Hopefully things get better, bro.
Yeah.
It won't, but I'm okay.
Hey man, you gotta say I put me sleep, man. Hey man, it's power in the tongue, man.
Bro, I've been telling people forever that words have power
No.
and people don't listen. I don't understand why.
I don't know the bitch I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with something else. I don't care what happens.
I heard a lot of stories, man.
I'm dealing with something else.
I've heard a lot of other people's stories, bro.
I don't know if this bitch is a demon or what. I don't know. I have no idea. Sometimes I look at myself, it was like, yo, did I marry the devil?
I'm pretty sure a lot of men ask that question from time to time.
But
I'm not counting myself among them.
No, everybody here but me is in happy relationships. I'm the only nigga that is not.
You will be soon, brother.
Oh, yes,
I have
absolutely.
hope and faith in it, man.
Just give us some time.
Killer.
Okay. But
That shout out is real crazy, ain't it?
all right, brother Fly, I'm gonna let you came up with the second one.
So the second one is about how do y'all feel about the laws using rap lyrics to use as evidence to prosecute rappers?
I'm gonna go first because I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have some rebuttals to what I'm saying. So let me just go ahead and get it out.
You'll
out
be
the way,
surprised
you know?
because man, I got some shit.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna go first on it. So look, there is true that just like you have to have a separation between church and state, you have to also separate the artist from the art. Only if the art is just, in fact, just that, just art. If you are talking about something that has happened or that is possibly happening,
Specifically
in details, I'm sorry. You should be held accountable, especially if it's causing illicit harm onto others. If you're talking about killing somebody, robbing somebody, some shit like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm black. I know the hip hop genre. I know what we do. We boast, we shit talk, we over exaggerate shit. I get it. I understand. But when it starts showing up on the Alphabet Boys' radar, You don't get to say, oh, it's art. No, nigga, because apparently they antennas raised up with something that you said because they tracked something that happened that you talked about. And this is where, I know you're ready for it, ladies. You ready? You ready? You ready? This is where men have to take accountability for our shit. Okay?
Oh, God.
This is where we have to take accountability, right? Yeah. So, no, you can't be out here talking reckless like that. Yeah, we talk shit in our music, but guess what? I ain't killed a whole bunch of niggas. I've killed nobody.
You also don't rap about it. And I'm going to get into it when I put my piece down.
Yeah. So, you know, people just got to take responsibility. Be a little more careful with how many niggas you kill in your songs. You know, be a little more careful with what you talking about because like the rap music, like social media, like our cell phones, like everything in this fucking world at this point is being recorded.
Yep.
Just like this podcast is being recorded right now.
By us and other entities.
Everything you say, believe them when they tell you, everything you say can and will be used against you. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
The wildest lyric I ever heard about murder that was real. It ain't even really a good line. Corbin got kidnapped. Oh, yeah. They found his body. He was rotten. And that's a real thing that really happened.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like
how stupid can you? I ain't got nothing to say, man. I spoke about shit.
That was
you named the actual victim who's missing. You know what I'm saying?
He don't think he living.
Wait till I gotta say what I gotta say.
He out here and gonna be living, and that, bro, you are going to get RICO'd just for saying that.
And you want to be protected, but you're naming the actual person that's like.
You are literally leading the cops. You, right? You are leading the cops in the direction where they need to go.
Oh no, it's just music. Come on, man.
But no, before you, I just want to say one more thing before you.
No, go ahead. I want y'all to all get it out. I'm gonna drop this bomb.
The only thing that this is the problem I have, and I've said this before. I don't know if I said it on the show, but I know I've said it in private. It's everybody in the hip hop, rap, whatever the fuck you want to call this genre. Everybody's a tough guy until that pressure is applied. Mm-hmm. You the toughest nigga walking on the street until them agencies start popping up. To them niggas, Mr. So-and-so.
Oh, no, these niggas ain't knocking on the door.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, yeah, you're right.
Most of them, 6 in the morning.
Most of them got warrants and they kicking that bitch in and they coming to get you. But what I'm saying is the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of it all. You want to be a tough gangster. You want to be all of that because that's what sells, right? You're trying to chase the bag. You're trying to chase the check. I get it. I understand. And when I always call hip hop a trap. I always call rap a trap. I always call it that. Y'all call it the trap. It's a trap for real because in order for you to make the big money, you got to go out there and turn into somebody you not. Yeah. And you got to live up to that shit because that's how you get your bag. It's the streets. The streets don't respect you. Well, fuck the streets. If it's like that.
I understand why they do it because the listeners, they want to be as close to what's really happening as possible. So if I can
I'm gonna touch it.
Speak on the details on the mic, you know what I'm saying? My shit gonna sell through the roof.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? There's pros and cons with that.
It's a price to be paid for that.
Yeah.
This is why we rappers, this is why you won't hear me killing a whole bunch of niggas on my songs. Because I don't live like that.
Right.
I've never lived like that. That ain't, you can look at me and say, oh man, that nigga ain't like that. You damn right I'm not.
Right.
That don't mean I'm not capable of it, but I'm just telling you that ain't me, nigga.
That's the thing though. If I was, I wouldn't fucking be rapping about it. Still.
Y'all ready?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
No, can I?
Go ahead.
I feel like I know you're about to go. My thoughts on the RICO, on the government using people's words against them. Really, they fought for using that shit because usually if you do a crime, you're supposed to shut the fuck up about it. But the thing is that they are specifically targeting our genre of music, and the reason why I feel is because it's the most powerful. It's the one to get the people going. You know?
That's
But
true.
I don't think no other genre does.
Nope. Don't do
does
what
stuff like that.
Does
Yeah,
not do
so,
whatever we fucking create. It's almost like God put His hand in it. I don't want to get too much into it, but trust me.
Well, what I'm about to say about touch is gonna touch a little bit on that too. This is an octopus I'm about to put with a lot of tentacles.
All right.
So I'm gonna start it off with this. We already know with social media and everything else that they looking and picking up evidence for crimes already. The reason that this shit is coming down on hip hop so heavy now is because of that song Cuzzo was just talking about. It's songs like that where people naming actual people, naming them, like places and everything.
Yeah.
And they starting to see that and say, well, shit, if we can get shit passed or well, we can use lyrics, we got this shit sewn up. Now, as an artist, as a person come from where we come from, I know people gonna be like, but this might be a thing to where it's gonna make people do the right shit. Because my whole thing is this. I love rap. I love hip hop. It haven't made me millions like it made a lot of other people. But it saved my life just as much as it saved theirs. Because it took my mental off other shit around that was around me. And I got something that I was focused on. Whether it made me a millionaire or not. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is to preserve that vehicle that made a lot of people, you know, help their mind buy a house, you know, change their career trajectory, change their mind on how they view the world, be able to be a worldly person instead of just being a person where they from in them square miles. So my thing is to protect that. And if it's going to weaken a small part of a genre to make them switch how they rapping their lyrics, I'm for that shit. Because what's gonna fuck around is it's gonna fuck around and kill the rest of this whole shit. They already I said this the other episode. They already devaluing our music.
Yeah.
And this go what I was saying about what Cuzzo was saying. Where I said I was gonna touch on it. This is the part where I'm touching on it. They devalued the music and turned it to streaming to we gonna give y'all a couple cents a stream, or not even a couple cents, a fraction of a stream.
Yeah.
They devalue our music right in front of us. They devalue our culture right in front of us. So if you think about other artists like Jay and other people who was in the street, because the thing is, a lot of these dudes ain't really lived that shit. And that's part of record labels getting people money just to even paying these kids more just to speak that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's an agenda behind that too.
Yeah.
That with that prison pipeline shit.
Yeah.
You can look at artists who really did it and who are smart about it versus these dudes that's out here doing that shit now. Like, to me, it's stupid to just get on the internet and talk about, I'm going to see you when I see you. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Why would you get on, you the op, and I'm going to see you when I see you, I got the blickies. That's the dumbest shit. And to get on record and say it's the dumbest shit, because all it's going to do is cause more bullshit. The fans going to get fans involved. Motherfuckers that wouldn't know shit about what's going on. You done inform them, and if you done inform them, you done inform the police. So why would you do some stupid shit like that? So, like I said, if this shit can change, make people like if you ain't did that shit and you getting accused of it, I don't want a kid to go to jail. Because I know what he's doing. He's doing it because he want to get on. He love rap. And he might even love that particular type of style of rap. And he just want to get on. He will go that far to emulate a lifestyle that he didn't live to get on. These kids hungry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They will do, if they not selling drugs or doing any of that, and that's their way of getting on. He gonna go for it. But this is another way they gonna put him in jail, and I don't want that to happen to him. But I also don't want the kid that's out here that's really, or motherfucker that's out here really doing that shit, hide behind this law, like. But it's just art. No, nigga, you was stupid.
Yeah.
You went out here and you did what you did, and you put it on record. Now you caught up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm about people who do they shit. Hey man, you gotta sit down for your shit.
Shout out Wallow.
Shout out Wallow. And if you ain't do that shit, you shouldn't be going no jail. But maybe this will change the way how you rap, and you could be yourself. Rap and be yourself.
Right.
And that's what I gotta say about that.
To piggyback off of what you just said, I made a post the other day about it. I was like, thank God for Drake and Beyonce dropping. Thank God for Drake dropping that album, and thank God for Beyonce dropping that single, because music has been in a very dark place for a long time. I am ready to have fun again.
I say, shout out for.
I'm talking about just mainstream shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I say shout out to somebody like Drake, or even more so a Kanye, because they made it to where Outkast too.
Yeah.
Like that it just goes to show you can be yourself in music and be successful. And
Right.
success is measured in different ways. You don't have to get the $100 million, man. If you can get enough people to support you, where you can substitute it from your job, you winning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we talked about that off mic.
Yeah.
But all they show y'all in front of y'all is the Uber success. And so y'all think, I want the Uber success. I'm going to do what it takes to get there, and y'all do this. But that ain't the
Whatever it
way.
takes.
That ain't the way. Because I'm telling you, once you do all that street shit on the music and you ain't about that, it's going to be people that's going to check you about that.
Yeah.
Because that's the energy you put out, and it's going to be coming back to you.
Yeah.
You
Shit, look at 6ix9ine. I don't like to believe he no fucking gangster for
no,
real. Stop
absolutely at all.
No, but they they didn't take them serious until they seen people behind the scenes who they know are with the shit.
The niggas that he dealing with is serious
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
He don't be the niggas he dealing with is for real.
But they put themselves in a bad
In a bad
situation getting
situation.
with him. Because now I think they thought that we can use this kid to get to where we gotta go. Well, it's two parts of that game that helped him. The ones that he got with first that was helping him out, and then it was another guy who was really also really, really about the shits, right? But he fucked up everybody. But you got to look at, they brought this kid in, and he not really about that life. You know he gonna tell.
Yeah.
But most people, a lot of people do.
Trust
a lot
me,
of people do.
the niggas in the hood who y'all think is the hardest niggas,
A lot of them tell.
I be telling.
I'd have said this here a million times. Like, people, there's not a lot of people that's strong enough not to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not too many people that's gonna sit down.
I'm pretty
and
sure with
take
enough
what
pressure,
they do.
put every nigga in this room.
But look, this is
I
and this
wouldn't.
is-
I wouldn't snitch if I did the
No, see,
crime.
this the thing.
Yeah,
This the
depending
thing.
on the
This the
situation.
thing. I wouldn't put myself in a situation to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Ain't no way I'm putting myself in a situation. And this is what
And if
we
I
talk
do,
about.
I'ma live with the.
Yeah,
And
you
we
gotta
talk
live
about
with it.
accountability all the time.
gotta live
If
with it.
I did what I did and I got caught, that's on me.
No, that's what I meant. I know what I'm saying, but I'm not finna go down for nobody.
Yeah, I ain't going down.
No, I ain't going down for
Somebody
no
else
one.
did.
No.
Yeah.
But if I did it and I know I did it, I'm not about to take you down and I did it too. It's like, bro, you got away. You got lucky. I didn't. Let me just sit down for these years. I know I got to eat it. But
One of the laws of the land is perseverance, man.
perseverance, man.
Yeah.
And so they gonna make sure that they get out alive. I don't know if it was the Clips or it was just Pusha T made that song called Snitch. You know what the acronym is? Sorry, nigga, I'm
Sorry,
trying to go
yeah.
home. I'm trying to come home.
Sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come home.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
ain't wrong for that though.
that's what they gonna do.
It depends though, because he is wrong if he doing the
If they
same
did it
shit, the
together.
same nigga.
No.
Yeah.
Obviously, absolutely. I'm saying, or it's one of them situations, and I know y'all know about it. If one of the situations where the main nigga is the main nigga that do this shit, and just so happen, nigga in the wrong place, wrong time, you pin everything on this nigga, even though you's the one that's really doing this shit.
No, see,
Yeah,
that's the shit. That's the shit I'm
Yeah.
against, and I brought that up when we were first talking about this snitch shit, where niggas be in the car with niggas, they be having the drugs, and they know it's their drugs, and the police pull you over, and they say one of y'all got to one of y'all going. Or if there's a pistol in the car, it's dirty. And they like, it's one of y'all. And the nigga who pistol it is, they like,
Yeah, that's
Yo,
Don't
that's
snitch.
wrong.
Don't
That's
snitch.
wrong.
You
Like,
sound
that's
like-
fucked up.
You sound-
But this is why snitches, a lot of people who go and say, that's not mine, that's his. This is why people start doing that and say,
Yeah.
this his. And they want to call him a snitch. No, this nigga is a regular nigga that you done put in a position to have to tell on you.
Oh my God, Charleston White. I don't agree with everything he said, but he talked about
man, listen.
he talked about this topic specifically. He was like, you know that nigga going to school. You know that nigga got
Exactly.
a family. Why is you gonna sit in the back seat and ask him to take your charge?
Exactly. Let me tell you about Charleston White, man. I think people don't understand what he doing. They don't understand what he doing. They just understand how he coming across. And he doing that on purpose.
It's a character.
What he doing, he trolling the lifestyle that y'all made. He putting a picture in front of people and say, you see how stupid this shit is? And then then he go and say the unfathomable thing that's unfathomable to a street person. Hell yeah, I'm telling on all you motherfuckers. Hell yeah, I don't give a fuck about no niggas. I'm telling on these niggas. And people be getting in their feelings about what he's saying and how he's saying it, but y'all don't really understand what he doing. He really just like, y'all, this is the game y'all playing, and I'm holding y'all to the game y'all playing.
You gonna be true, nigga. Be true. You can't be true when you want to be true. You gotta be true all the time. If you real, when it's time to be real, nigga, you gotta be real when it's time to be real.
Because I say this, when I first was hearing about him, he was talking about Nip, and he was like, "Fuck Nipsey." I was like, "Oh, hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Fuck
Like,
him
hold
up.
on, how you talking about this nigga Nip like this? This a good ass dude." And then that's how I realized what the fuck he was doing. He sat down in an interview, and he was like, "Yo, this is a Nipsey Hussle. I'm admiring Emira's I hate to fuck up the name of. I'm messing up.
Ascadon.
Aramis.
Yeah,
or-
Hermes.
Hermes.
I'm respect Hermes Ascadon, the man. That's what he was saying. I respect the man behind the Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, okay, I see what he's doing. I understand what he's trying to say.
I think
he like a prophet, like a ghetto prophet.
I don't know
the name,
but I know he's saying some shit.
No. I'm talking about as in he challenging the concept that a lot of us have grew up with.
Yeah.
And he like, yo, is this shit right here? Is it really what you want or is it not? Because this what comes with it. And if you do it, you got to live with it. But if you don't do it, nigga, you can have the life you want. This shit that they glorifying over here is not really what it is. It just sound good. It look good. And it might get you a few bitches, but the bitches that's over here, you don't want them. You don't want none of them hoes over there. You don't want nothing over here. Nothing. You want everything that's gonna progress you in life and keep you sane, keep you in a great space, great spiritual energy, and all that shit. I feel what you're saying about Charleston because I feel the same way. At first, it was very rough for me because I'm like, you challenging the shit I grew up in, nigga. I grew up in this. You shut the fuck up. You take it if you gotta take it. But then I started thinking about it, nigga, if I'm doing something well with my life, but you still my brother, and we go out here and you do stupid shit, and you think I'm supposed to hold it down with you, bro, I'm not. I can't.
A real friend ain't gonna put you in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
in the first place.
Like Charleston White, man. I saw his background. I don't think people really understand that he a community activist.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he had a background where he was doing some gang banging, and now he don't apply to those rules no more. And people seem to say, you know what I mean, that's what you was, nigga. Now you doing all this weird shit. You was this nigga was a kid when he was banging. And then he went to jail and became a grown man and decided that I'm gonna change my life, what a lot of people do. So I start to see what he was doing. I'm like, no, this nigga's he's really up there mocking the lifestyle that's being portrayed to y'all. And that's not, a lot of the shit that's being portrayed to people is not real stand-up shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I never knew his name, but I think I just saw a video where he was doing the same thing with King Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Talking about, and they trolling Dirk, and I don't understand. Like, hold on, wait, Dirk made it out to space, and I know a lot of people around him does die. It does happen, but he made it out of space, nigga. He don't want to go back, dog. I don't care what nobody say. I'm from the hood. I do not ever want to go back in my life.
I'd go back if we could change it.
Yeah,
that's we can't change it.
Yeah. I don't want to go back.
Well, only way to change it, you have to change the people. People have to change their mindsets. People have to want better. And if they're not doing that, it doesn't matter how many buildings you put up in the neighborhood.
Yeah. And that's where it stay at. One of the biggest things I learned from wealthy people reading books that wealthy people wrote, listening to them talk, that's the first one of the biggest lessons I learned from them is that if you're going to do anything, you got to change your mindset first. Anything. Because once you do that, then everything else falls in place. One of the biggest things you need to do to be successful is have discipline. And you're not going to get disciplined if you ain't changed your mindset. It go hand in hand. So if you get your mindset right, you can get the discipline. You will find out, oh, okay, I'm going to sit down and figure out what I got to do. I want to be wealthy. I want to be rich. What do it takes for me to do that? You listen to people who've done it. You start reading books, and what it's going to tell you is, okay, well, I'm going to have to invest in this. I'm going to have to get money. I'm going to have to first get money. How am I going to do that? I'm going to have to get a job. Let me get this job and stack my money up. And what's the next thing? I'm going to have to invest in things, or I'm going to have to own things of value. I have to be of value. I have to learn. I had to learn, trying to get the word. I'm going to have to learn skills that's valuable. And then right there, you got a plan together. And to follow that plan, you need discipline. When you, like I said, a man who already has direction, is like he already got a calling. He already have a purpose. If he really for real about this purpose, everything in his life is gonna change according to what he got to do to be in his purpose. That's people who he with, the women he date, friends he around, everything. That's even for women too. When women on purpose, all that shit gonna change. Because all that's gonna matter is that purpose. And everybody and everything gotta align with that purpose. You know what I'm saying?
No, you speaking on shit that I'm just really stepping into.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah, this shit I've been learning for years. Like I said, man, if I get it, y'all gonna get it. You know what I mean? This is shit that I picked up. And so I'm just letting people know, look, man, all this shit that's going on in your neighborhood, if you in a certain neighborhood and you trying to come out, man, you get out that shit, bro, man. It's a lot of ways to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways.
It's more ways than we had when we first was coming up.
Hell yeah.
And so you can do it too. You just need change your mindset and find your purpose and have discipline.
And walk in your purpose. And everything that you need will attract itself to you at all times.
And you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it attract to you, because when you start getting disciplined and you clear on your purposes, everything that you want is gonna be about your purpose. if you gonna, like I said, you want to be a banker, right? Everything is gonna start surrounding around you being a banker. Like if you want to be a banker and you looking at the type of women that you like is gonna change, because you know a hood rat, crazy ass bitch is not gonna fit in that purpose. No way. There's no way it's gonna happen, because you know that once you get in that situation, you fix yourself being in that situation, it's gonna be a liability. So what you gonna end up doing, since you got a purpose, you gonna be wanting to get somebody who gonna be an asset to you and your purpose. Then your friends gonna be assets. You gonna start dealing with motherfuckers who ain't trying to move around. Matter of fact, they might even exclude themselves. Because they gonna understand that it's a door that you walking through that they can't go through, or you gonna outgrow them.
Yeah. Well said.
Hey, this is the
I
truth.
told you I was gonna go in.
It's the truth.
I told you I was gonna go in, man.
And
I just
Get your shit off.
Well, that's not really getting my shit
That's
off.
the remix.
But I just want a young dude, young people, period, include young women, but for sure are young black dudes, because if you just looking at the street shit, and I'm very vocal on here about that shit is old, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is so old, man. And I'm not trying to knock a kid who feeling like, yo, this is all I got. I understand it, man. Listen, man, we from the east side, man, Detroit,
side.
man.
Yeah.
We done been around, grew up with, we know some of these people for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't understand, but I just want to change somebody's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other things out here than what you seeing in front of you. I promise you.
Yeah, it's a big ass world.
And just to add to that, don't be afraid of being called different or labeled something other than, because
You want to stand out.
that's what I didn't do it growing up, and you know that's part of the reason I came up with the show Uncultured Roots, because I spent most of my life being told I wasn't black enough, and it's like, okay, I am black. You're going to look at me, a white person look at me and tell I'm black. But I often felt like I wasn't accepted in my own community because I didn't adhere to certain stereotypes and certain things that people was doing. Because why? I had my own mind. I did my own thing. I went, to the tune of my own drum and not the one that was being presented to me or what everybody else was doing. Right. It's like, nah, man, I'm gonna do my own shit. And then I'm 35 and I still feel the same way. And this is what I try to encourage my children to be their own selves. Mm-hmm. I was telling you earlier, cuz I was never gonna be the parent to tell my children what they're gonna do with their lives. You're gonna play this sport or you're gonna do this hobby. No. Figure it out for yourself. Determine who you are, because you are still in that stage of trying to figure out who you are. And truth be told, you still going to be figuring that out in your 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're really not going to know really who you are until your early 30s.
As a parent,
Man.
as a parent, all your job is to do as a parent is to make sure you can facilitate a space to where they can make a choice.
They can grow, yeah.
And that's pretty much all I've been doing. It's just trying to keep them out of the snake pits, keep them on the right path. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm presenting these barriers of boundaries for you. You're still on the path to figure out who you are, but when you start to veer off a little too far in one direction, then I give you course correction. That's what I'm there for. I'm here to guide you. I'm just a guide, just to keep you on the straight and narrow, for you to figure out who you are. Who you are is not all the way over here. That's why I'm stopping you. Who you are is not all the way over here either. That's why I'm stopping you. Because what's over here? Over here is jail. Over here is a coffin. I'm trying to keep you in the middle. You can figure out who you are. You got all this lane. It's just like sports. Basketball, step out of bounds, play stops. Same way football, step out of bounds, play stops. That's how it is in life. Stay inbounds.
Yeah.
You can figure out everything. The game is played inbounds, not out of bounds. And that's it.
And I say, being yourself is the most freeing thing you can ever do.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I guarantee you get in the street.
This is therapeutic for you. I know.
Y'all don't even understand. Y'all speaking this shit. Bro, I just had a week of transformation in my motherfucking life, brother. Where I just been me and everything that I've been doing has been just coming to me and I ain't changed it. I ain't changed nothing. I'm kicking it with a lady. She telling me, she asked me a question. She was like, yo, what you trying to do? I'm like, I'm trying to stick my dick in you. And she like, she smacked her lips.
You thought that was bad.
No.
That's how the conversation went.
I'm talking to these niggas, man.
No. I'm having a conversation. And I'm like, I want to stick my dick in you. She like, I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, I'm like, it's my honesty, ain't it? She was like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm only being me. But guess what happened? She ended up on that dick, didn't she?
Well, I say most realist women just
want honesty.
because lying to them, you're not giving them the opportunity to say no.
Right.
That's the reason I don't like lying. But
I'm sorry. That was a part for me.
That was a very specific part.
But what I'm saying is,
I can hear it right now. Niggas ain't shit.
it's not because the girl who shared herself with me, I have a strong connection with.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
But the thing is that
that's a good terminology to use to share herself.
Okay, she shares herself.
Perfect.
You know, absolutely. Yeah. Anytime a woman give her body to me, we sharing. This is we making a spiritual decision together. It's way deeper than just me fucking you. Even though I like fuck, you know. All right, but I don't want to get into it. But what I'm saying is that this week I have been discovering parts of myself that I've never discovered, and it has been so freeing. And in everything I do, I have now become so honest, and it doesn't bother me. And whoever don't like it. Please be yourself, people.
Yeah,
fuck what everybody.
I'm very glad you have achieved such openness and success. I mean,
congratulations.
I'm trying to reach the state the Buddha calls it nirvana. I'm trying to get there consciously. I'm chasing Christ consciousness. That's what I want. That's what I'm chasing. And when I get it, it's over for this motherfucking world. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. When you yourself, man, it's the most freeing thing. Like I said, you want to be in that street shit, they gonna hold you and pigeonhole you to that.
You know what?
You gonna stay stuck into that.
So we're gonna try to get to that third one, but since we along these lines, we're gonna skip right to the fourth one. Since we along, we already on them lines.
I mean, we on the line. We on the line to settle too. On the settle.
I mean, but that one more specifically. So
okay, we gonna still do that settle.
Yeah. Because why not? I mean, shit, fuck it.
We getting y'all.
I know Hurst looking at the clock like,
I do gotta say something.
Nah, okay. So we came up with this. We came up with this topic organically, just on some pure joke shit, right before we started the show. Because motherfucker tried to mock how I spelled the shit, but I spelled it right. Anyway, we came up with this shit like there's levels to this hood shit, isn't it? Do you think so? It's levels to this hood shit.
The
like,
ratchetness.
This ghetto this, the ratchetness.
Yeah, it's absolutely levels. You got ghetto fabulous. You got, the bougie ratchet. You got just straight ratchet. You got
the bougie ratchet. Okay.
Bad and bougie. You got, it's different levels. Huh?
I say this, and all those that you just spoke on, it's different levels to those.
Right.
Jesus.
It's a whole spectrum type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's layered, very layered.
Yeah. Like I think like the most straight up ghetto ratchet shit is like straight you just ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And don't care to, and just so comfortable in it,
So what we call them people that go in Walmart in their pajamas?
Hey, look. I done been
I don't know.
Y'all
Depending on what time of day it is.
I done been that nigga, bro. I done been.
I know. Growing up, man, I know one of the things I'm sure my mom did, but more so my auntie always like, do not be fucking with no girl who walk around with her pajamas on, or walking around all the time with her headscarf on, like going to the store and shit.
Oh man.
I know people gonna be like, hey, that's them bonnet warriors.
They gonna
bonnet
come for you. They gonna.
Hey man,
They
this,
gonna come out.
Hey, that's what they taught us. That's what they taught us. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why she said that and try to teach that to us is because you want to deal with a woman who will take time to get herself together and be presentable going out the door.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is gonna tie in right to that one. Do men settle?
Absolutely.
Them bitches tied in right neck and neck.
Absolutely.
And this is what we trying to tell you, cuzzo. If you look at the board, none of that shit match. We make shit connect on this show.
Everything's connected anyway.
Right.
We make shit connect.
Everything connected anyway in some way or fashion.
For sure.
So
I don't.
But absolutely men settle. Well, you know what? I can't say that.
That's,
no, I mean, whatever
I can't.
what you
I can't.
think. You know?
No, I can't because it isn't an absolute because everyone isn't the same. But for the most part,
Well, we're going to use the
majority.
word. That's right. We're going to use what Cadario said. Like, I speak in majorities. We're going to use him. Majorities.
I'm gonna say because the most times I be out and I be traveling around, I talk to a lot of fathers. Like I have a lot of time with we at a bar and I get to talk to a father about shit that he going through in his life. Mm-hmm. That nigga want to leave a bitch that he with. He want to leave her. He want to leave her, and after everything, but the only reason he stays is because he has so much time. It's the kids. It's all it is. All the things that can change, and a lot of men be nervous about that shit. Do that shit, because if you are unhappy, you cannot be the person you need to be for nobody around you, including your children. And I have discovered that in my own life.
true. Preach.
True.
Can't argue with that one.
I just talked to 2 Chainz and he said true.
Only reason I would say I don't know if it's settling is because I feel like men, like marriage and family, like that ain't one of our goals. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like women, that's one of they, for the majority, that's one of their goals. So, you know, if I ain't got somebody by this point, I'm going to just settle and, you know, take who I got. But from a man, you know, I done seen old players, they'd run that shit till they can't no more. They don't need, you know what I'm saying? They don't need to be, you know what I'm saying, married and with a woman or something. They'll, you know, keep playing the same game they've been playing.
I think an old player got a different mindset.
Yeah.
An old player, depending on how he using his game, because it's some who they play because they need they need women. They need their mouthpiece to be sharp, because if they don't, if this woman fall off, they need a place to stay.
They need the next one, yeah.
But some dude, you know, I'm not talking about these whack ass red pill niggas. I'm talking about the real ones, the ones who have an understanding that they don't need they don't actually need anybody.
Yeah.
They kind of put themselves first. And so they not settling. They just all about, you know, I'm going to put myself first. I'm going to make sure I do the right thing. And then if I find somebody, that's what it is.
Right.
But I don't, it depends. I think people settle though. I just think people do it.
We talk about men specifically.
I know that. I know, but it's hard for me to say that
in the grand scheme of things, women kind of are bred to always want the best of everything, and men usually, once we get our shit together, like usually the first thing that's available that's ready to go on the program, come on, follow me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm saying do men settle in a way where they really don't chase they love. They don't chase the woman that they really need. They chase the woman that's there, that's ready to get on a program. You know what I'm saying? That's why quote unquote high value man. Just because you make money don't make you high value. But whatever.
No, right. That's just one part of the pie.
Yeah.
But there's other things that make you a high value man.
Yeah.
But to go back to what you saying, I know you was like we specifically talk about men, and when I say everybody do it, that means everybody. So I'm saying men do it. I also say women do it.
Yeah.
I guess it depended on what it is we talking about settling. You know what I'm saying? Women might settle on certain things more than men, and then it's things that men settle on more than women do. But we all settle. I don't.
You know what?
This nigga said, we all settle. I don't.
You know what?
Yeah, because I understand I understand what would happen to do that. You know what I mean? You're not really happy, and you kind of lying to the person you're with.
Yeah.
If we talking about relationship wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, you giving an illusion that you with this girl because you really with her and you care about her and you love her, and that's not the case. You with her because you feel like that's
the best you could do.
Even the best, ain't no woman want to hear that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Nobody want to hear that shit.
You just with me because
I'm the best you can
that's
do.
the best you can do.
Go try harder, bitch.
Or I can't find nothing else. So you gonna have to do like nobody want to hear that.
The one sobering thing that actually, because I'm getting to where you are, I'm not settling for anything, and if you don't fit the type of person who I want to be, I can't have you around me. Period.
That go back to that purpose I was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking found it, but going to share. That is a thing that happened between me and my ex-wife. I found out that I'm the one she settled for. And that changed the whole dynamic of our relationship.
Yeah, it would.
And I don't do I'm a cool nigga. My personality is great, and I look good. So you actually winning. I got my shit together. My credit score ain't in trash.
So perspective got a lot to do with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like she thinking she settled.
Yeah,
right. She actually, in my opinion, got a good dude, right? But seeing the situation on work, you done got out of a situation that ain't good for you. Now you've been put on the right track to be in something that is. You know what I'm saying? See, when it comes down to this, it's all about perspective, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man, I'm not gonna settle. Dudes who really, like, I keep saying about this purpose because it's so true. When you on your purpose, you ain't gonna settle because you imagine what your goal is. And you ain't gonna stop till you get that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about how these women that Kevin Samuel was talking about, because you know what they illusional. You know what I'm saying? It don't add up. You on a 6-figure dude, and not all these dudes. Not a lot of us don't make 6-figure, including some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? More women probably get into that space more than black men are now. You know what I'm saying?
What about, so you envision somebody, right?
You might not even envision somebody though. It might just you got a core certain core things,
right? And
you could fit in one of those.
So what if over the period of your time you change, you develop into a different person, and that changes, and then somebody else who didn't fit that description before now fits that? That's not settling, right?
No, what you're doing is upgrading, and you don't understand that you're doing it, because if the person around you no longer serves your purpose, you need to get rid of them, because it ain't gonna do nothing but drag you down. Nothing. And I'm speaking from so much experience. Please listen.
What Hirsch is sound like what Hirsch is describing is somebody who outgrew something, outgrew somebody, where y'all met at the same point. You might have still had a vision, and you still striving and you going for it, and this person decided that I'm not gonna. This is where I want to stay, and that's where the conflict comes, and now you like moving forward. So it's not settling anything that the other person might be settling because they like this is where I want to stay at, even though y'all probably y'all met at the same level, and y'all probably had the same goals.
Yeah.
And you still kept true to your goals. This person decided this is where, life, whatever life done to them to where they feel like I can't go no more, or this is where it's at, or whatever the case. They just stayed there and you kept going.
Or I'm saying like if you had a certain goal and, perspective on life and then like you grow or, that goal changes. So the goal you had is no longer the goal you wanted. So that the type of person, would change as well.
Yeah. I think somebody who's gonna be around, they straight up, like I said, man, when a man figure out this what I want to do, the woman with him who's gonna stay true to him is gonna say, okay, this is what we doing, pivot. Let's do that then.
Right.
And then you help. The one is gonna be with you. They gonna figure out how to rock and how we gonna do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna take it like a team effort type thing.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. Let's what we gonna see what we got to do. So now I don't think that's not settling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now the real question is, to be honest, what kind of advice can we give men to choosing a person that might be right for them? Because a lot of dudes have made wrong decisions and ain't really never thought about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I said a lot of times on this show is, first of all, when you first get out the relationship, do not date. Don't date. Stay to yourself and be by yourself and work on yourself, because you want to make sure that you want to heal from whatever baggage, and you want to let go of all that baggage that you got from the situation that you was in. You want to make sure you get rid of all of that. Just for your sake first. You know what I'm saying? So you can get your mind straight, get your mental straight, so you can just live a more prosperous life and less stressful life just for yourself first. Just start thinking about yourself. Be by yourself, go out and do things and rediscover things about yourself. Then if you decide to date anybody, now you coming as your best self. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming in hatred with the other women, because the truth is if you meet a good woman, one of the things she not gonna want to listen to you is bicker about the last one.
Right.
You know what I mean? She gonna be like, that's no woman likes to hear you talk about the ex like that. You know what I mean? Just little things, but bashing them, they don't want to hear about that bashing. So take time for yourself and stay on your purpose. Then you start attracting certain people in your life. Because like I said, once you have a purpose, everything is going to align to that purpose. You going to make things align to that purpose, because you have a goal, and certain things is either going to be a liability or it's going to be an asset. And the right ones will be coming around, and then you will decide to pick the right ones that's coming around. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know which ones are the right ones by the ones, their attention, how they moving, if you're paying attention. Are they aligning with what you're doing? Are they being assets, or are they being liability? It's that easy. That's one thing my mom taught me that always stuck to me. She said, things going to be about either liabilities or it's going to be about assets.
Yeah, no, you said that on that verse on the album.
Yep.
Yep.
Dropping jewels.
That's me. That was me speaking that real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the only thing I would say is, that's actually my wife calling me now.
Right on time.
No, the only thing I would say, I heard everything you brothers had to say, but it didn't scratch that itch for me. None of it. Like, I listen to you, and it's just like, I hear you, but it's not really getting to the core of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I'm asking, do men settle? I hear all of that about wanting to be successful and staying true to yourself and all of that. I get it. Because I live it.
Yeah.
I get it. What I'm really trying to really strike at the crux of is when you get in the moments where you really haven't settled, now you start to get desperate because you've dated, got a good lay of the land, you see what's out here, and you're not impressed. What do you do then? You're not impressed with what you see. At your core, you have peace because you by yourself, but you seek companionship. I don't give a fuck what man you talking about. All men seek companionship, even the players, because you might be out here doing that, but you need to be with somebody. You might be playing with them, but you still getting that companionship, even if it's temporary.
Well, and that point is they playing.
So
because
you know, got multiple companions.
Yeah, because it's dudes who got multiple women, but they let it be known, so they not playing.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They not being a player. They just like, hey, you know, I'm not into that.
Right.
So where I'm at in my life, I don't want to be with anybody. I just want to date.
Because I ain't found nobody who checks all the boxes, so I'm going to keep all of y'all around for companionship.
Well, I'm talking. Okay, that's answering it for one side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't if you're not settling, so you playing. I'm not gonna say pimp, but you
work in the field,
right?
Yeah.
Playing the field, you broaden your horizons. Put whatever whatever you want to slap on it. But I'm saying for the one guy out here who's probably like me, who's probably saying, well, not like me because I'm married, but I'm saying if I was in a situation whereas. Especially now, I'm not going to speak it into existence, but if I someday wound up by myself, at the age I am now or older, whatever, seeing what I see out here now gives me pause. Because it's not just social media. We all know the idiotic, dumbass shit we see on social media. We all see what people do and people say and all of that. And social media, in my opinion, is a blight on humanity, if you ask me. It's one of the worst and the dumbest things that has ever happened to human beings is being on social media. It was started for good reasons, but no. People are just fucked up and you starting to get a good glimpse of seeing that. But what I'm saying is, what have you done that? You've tried that. You've tried dating. You've tried doing this. You tried doing X, Y, and Z. At some point, the urge for that companionship grows stronger. I'm saying, at some point, at what point in life does a man consciously or subconsciously makes the decision and says, you know what? I'd rather have something than nothing. I'm saying, does a man reach that point? Because like I said, I listened to everything y'all had to say. I was quiet. I listened because I'm thinking maybe they'll answer this question.
Are you talking about like for marriage, or are you just talking about just
anything?
No,
I'm saying
I
just
got you.
anything.
I got you. I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think it's both. I think men do settle, and women do too. But you remember that episode where we was talking about the Kevin Samuel shit?
Multiple times, yeah.
But you know the one where I was saying, y'all saying that y'all wanted the nigga got to be 6 foot, making six figures,
I
and then I was saying you might want to talk to the short nigga.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, that wasn't too long ago. Yeah.
To fix that, you might have to brighten open. I wouldn't say settling. You could say settling. I wouldn't call it settling. I would say opening, spreading the spread a little wider. Cast the net a little wider.
I feel like most men already do that though. That's what I was saying.
But I'm saying, but check out what I'm saying, because you might think this is what you want, until you meet something else.
You're right,
and it's like, I did not know I like that.
And that's what I was trying to harp on. That's one of the things I was trying to harp on, because a man or a woman, this goes either way, but right now we're talking about men.
Right.
Because I'm trying to stick to the script of men holding men accountable. I'm saying at some point, a person a person like me, like I love dark skinned women. Mm-hmm. I'm unapologetically open about that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I openly say, like, I couldn't see myself dating a white woman because, like, you have nothing to offer me. And it's not discriminating against white women. I'm just not sexually attracted to them.
Right.
But who's to say it's not one out there
that you haven't met yet?
That's my point. and I'm saying, like we just talking about adjusting or broadening, all things like that. If I'm trying to date and I'm trying to date to my type with what I like, and I'm keep having trial and error and running up against the wall, does a man settle at some point? Do you just like, fuck it? Let me try something else. And I'm hetero speaking.
Yeah.
I got to clarify in this day and age.
Yeah. Another thing I had to say though is, if you looking solely at social media, it's gonna skew.
You on the wrong path.
It's gonna
Right.
skew your whole view on everything, because the thing about the internet is really thrives for the most part off the negative shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's who speak the loudest on the internet is the negative the people anyway. So you might not want to even just pay attention to everything on the internet. Take note of some things that you see and say, yeah, I don't want to fuck with that. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? But
y'all are speaking gospel right now. y'all have no idea. I'm internalizing everything because
right on time with
I need to apply it to my own self.
you supposed to be here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I say this, right? Like black women, like I love black women.
Absolutely.
But inside the black women is all kind of different kind of black women. You know what I'm saying? So, some people might have a type where they say, I like dark-skinned women, right? I love black women. That means I love the whole spectrum. I like a bigger spectrum than that. So my net will be a little wider. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe yours would be, right?
It would, definitely.
So
I discriminate. I love y'all sisters. Don't get it twisted, okay? Come on now.
So, some people can do if they open that up, they could find somebody and be happy with them. So you don't really like white, or you don't want to date outside of your race when it pertaining to black people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different black people you could choose from.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Why, I use the white for the extreme. That's why I was saying that.
But I'm saying as far as black people, because this is what we talk to the most.
Yeah.
But like when I was saying, I was telling the sisters, like, yo, you might want to talk to the short, because I'm telling you, you might end up meeting somebody who you like, he's short, but he got everything else.
I don't feel like that's settling. I feel like that's
what I'm
just
saying.
broadening
That's
her
I tell you,
horizon to something she wouldn't have been open to before.
Exactly. Guess what, Hurst?
And it's exactly what she wanted.
Right. But guess what, Hurst? A lot of people have a list, and they never. In most of the person that they end up being with, that they really in love with, they ain't even on that criteria to list. Not 100%. No way.
Yeah.
I was told I wasn't even on the spectrum, but let's keep it moving. A lot of black women have a delusional aspect of how they want to date a man. We not all 6 feet. We don't all
make six figures.
We don't do that. We come in a plethora of things. Right. The thing you should stay away from is the niggas who not doing nothing. That's really who you should avoid. Everybody else deserves a look.
Yeah.
Deserves a look. I mean, you ain't got to choose them, but look at them. You might find a nigga who you never. He might get in your life and change your whole perspective.
Right.
Listen, you might listen, man.
And
you want,
or vice versa, or she might get in your life and change your whole perspective.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ever meet a person so ugly that they cute?
Yeah, man.
I haven't done that yet.
No, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just gotta ask.
Bro, when I was in the 11th grade,
And that's subjective.
Right.
So what you think is ugly?
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Right.
In 11th grade, I had a girlfriend that everybody said was ugly, but she was so cute to me. But I know why she was cute to me.
That's all that matters.
It's because it was the first woman I met that was funny, like beyond funny. It was like, yo, you don't exist out here.
Because it wasn't so much physical appearance at that point. It was more about the person, that their character.
And she also didn't fit where everybody, society at that age would think is the it girl.
You ever saw that movie Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
I saw
that's
that
a good
years ago.
message.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He like, I saw a 10. Why the fuck would you take that from me? You know what I'm saying?
And
I don't care what nobody else saw.
She broke up with me for I think for another dude or something. And I was mad that she broke up with me because I'm like, bitch, you funny. Why you leave me? I want to laugh at you some more.
I mean, but you know, it's more than, like I said, man. A lot of people think that they have a list. They think this person, and it might end up not being none of that. You know what I'm saying? You might. Like, let's go off what they say: 6 feet, 7 figures. Woo. You might run into a nigga who fix cars for a living, a mechanic. He emotional, intelligent. He patient with you. He just all the things that you kind of missing. He can fit into that with you.
Right.
And you telling me that you gonna pass that up?
I guess what we're really saying here is
I don't think so.
have an open mind when it comes to certain things. Oh, actually, a lot of things. Actually, have an open mind, and
It's certain things you don't settle on though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but certain things that you know that are going to trigger you. Like if you know you have certain pet peeves. I know most women's pet peeve is a man who leaves the toilet seat up.
Everybody.
That damn near all of them.
They got to deal with it.
But what'd you say? No,
say nothing.
y'all. What did y'all say?
I said everybody do that. They got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said most
women got to deal with it.
That's most women's pet peeve.
Okay, right. Okay, because I'm like, I learned from my grandmother at a very early age about
That toilet seat.
putting that fucking toilet seat down, and that stuck with me.
Yeah, that's
so
different
much
because
so.
she probably is on your ass.
Exactly.
So
And that's what I mean. That
you-
stuck
your
with me
mind
so
trained,
much
yeah.
so that when me and my wife moved together, it was just second nature. And she never ever had to complain about the toilet. And she gonna listen, she gonna watch this and think like, damn, I never had to complain about him putting the toilet seat. Well, she does complain now because I put the other toilet seat down over the toilet seat, and she hates that. But I do it because I'm like, I don't want nothing falling in the toilet. We got shit, you know how bathrooms are set up. I don't want shit falling in the toilet. So that's why I do that. But I teach my sons the same thing. Even before my daughter was born, we have a lady in the house. We may pee standing up, but she does not. Put the toilet seat down when you're done. And I've taught them that from a very early age, and now it's just second nature to them.
I never understood, like, what's the big deal, though?
No.
I never understood.
No, for real.
He's shitting you.
No.
If I got to take a shit and I see it up and I get up,
Pull it down.
I pull it down. What's the big deal?
But that's logic.
Because I'll tell you why. Because women, and I'm not going to say, I know this has happened.
They
because
plop
I've seen
down.
They, in the middle, if you got to use the bathroom 4 o'clock in the morning,
They just plop down.
you just pop down and you just fall in that
guess.
motherfucker. Because I
Guess I've never.
It's happened.
Who doesn't look before they sit? They
no.
just plop right down.
Listen. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
No. Have y'all ever been in an argument with your lady and you just left the toilet seat up because you know it would make her mad?
Nah, I don't do
I have
shit
not
like
done
that.
that.
Bro, I have
Petty
been,
Murphy.
But I'm going to keep that in my back pocket,
bro,
though.
I have been that petty where I just be like,
Petty.
I get done, I drop
Petty
the seat
Krueger.
down. And I'm like, nah, bitch, fuck you.
This nigga, Petty Kruger.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I want to start that war.
That's
though.
the whole-
Women can take
Because I'm trying to
pettiness to
tell
a
you.
whole nother level.
No,
trying
no,
to
they
tell you.
absolutely take pettiness to them. You can't out petty them.
You can't out petty a woman.
And that's why I don't bother with it.
Right.
So
I'm sorry. I'm a Scorpio. You can't out petty me. You cannot.
I don't know, bro.
I'm a Scorpio. You can't out petty me.
Women is when women can get petty, bro.
I have had a decade relationship because I wouldn't let somebody out petty me. I wouldn't allow it.
Jesus Christ.
That's how petty I am. I wasted 10 years of my life being petty.
Oh wow. Well, we're gonna
I put peace first for everything.
there you go.
Yeah.
We're gonna be petty and end the show because we definitely had a good episode today. It
Yeah,
was very
absolutely. Yeah.
therapeutic and much needed
If I ran it
conversation.
too much, my bad. But I had to, you know what I mean?
Oh no, this is Fly Show today. This is Fly Shows today.
yeah.
No. It just goes to what I always say, man. Listen, man, if I got information, it's y'all. I mean, if I got it, y'all got it, man. I just want to change, young people
Ain't
perspective.
ain't nobody here complaining.
No.
Your thing.
You know what?
And
No,
before we end, can I say one thing?
yeah.
That episode last night, I mean, not last night, not
Last
this
week,
episode,
last
but the
week,
last
last
week episode was so important to me and how I feel about black people, the black family and everything.
Yeah.
I gotta tell y'all that shit was so amazing to see, and I feel like us seeing things like, or hear, because it wasn't no visual,
Wasn't audio.
But-
they was prominent about that.
but to hear it next time, I hope they see it so they can see the love in the room.
Yeah.
These are the type
Very
of
important.
things that I want us as a collective to push, because it's so much destroying between black men and black women. It's such a division.
Yeah.
But we need each other in this bitch, because don't nobody care about us.
Yeah,
Nobody.
It's nice to broadcast that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This episode too was very powerful, and it got a lot of insightful information.
Absolutely.
And I hope that somebody got something special from it. Like, really,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, brothers, for having me on. I really do.
Man,
Yeah,
nigga,
you
be
know
back.
you always
you know
welcome,
you
man.
always on here,
You're
man.
gonna be back.
Always.
Always.
Man. But we try to do that with every episode, though.
Mm-hmm.
We try to make sure that we try to, if we something in there somebody could grab and take, even if it's one person in the episode or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 of these shits.
52 now.
We got 52 of these shits now, and you could get something from any one of these. It's a damn near is at this point it's a catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we enjoyed your company, Cuzzo, and you will
Absolutely.
definitely be back. And like Fly was saying, we hope somebody can take away from this. We picked up 2 new YouTube subscribers this week.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
We're
welcome.
very fortunate for that.
Welcome.
Yep. If you've been rocking with us, don't forget to go to YouTube and hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, hit
Help
the bell.
help us grow.
Yes,
we really appreciate
Definitely.
it.
And feel free to comment. I mean,
Don't be shy.
don't be shy. If you
Don't be shy now.
If you like what you hear, if you didn't like it, please just let us know. I mean, because we, like any other show out here, or any company for that matter, just seeking guidance, direction. Anything you can offer to help make the show better, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Hit that bell. So anytime we drop something,
Yep.
you
You're
get a
alerted.
notification.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So don't forget to check us out.
Welcome to the 2 new subscribers.
Absolutely.
Thank you for rocking with us, for everybody who's been subscribed and been rocking with us.
Yeah. Check us out on Spotify and any other podcasting platform, streaming platform. Definitely, like you say, give us a thumbs up or like or whatever, however the platform supports that.
Right.
We appreciate everything that's given. And just stay safe out there. It's a crazy world and it ain't get no better. So, peace out.
Peace.
Peace.